So it's time to work on the tambour rails. So I have actually like cut a bunch of or ripped a bunch of these strips of and these are longer than what I need. So I will be measuring the length. And by the way, like something I did, which obviously could be an overkill in most cases, but if you see, like these are all laminated. I don't know how close it is, how much of it is visible. These are all from laminated pieces. I never needed that. The reason I did it is because from my past projects, like whenever I have dimensioned this solid wood cherry from like a thicker piece, there were like thin strips that were left. I just laminated and made it a little bit thicker so I could use it. I just try my best not to to salvage as much as possible, especially this solid wood from trees. It's not just the fact that it is expensive. Yes, that's of course a reason, but I like something has come from a tree, like especially like these are what do you call takes a long time to grow, and we just I'm trying my best to ensure I can make use of things. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut these to all of them. Like I have to cut those to length. I'm still thinking whether yeah I have to cut those to length. So one more thing I did is I made this quick jig to ensure that I can cut the length like accurately. This is like you can consider this as an equivalent of a similar to a sled on a table saw or something, a crosscut sled or something. But I also have that. I don't never use my table saw. I intend to sell that. Since I'm into since the day I have been into mostly into hand tools, and I have a bandsaw for like rough dimensioning and resawing especially. I never use that, so I'm just trying out things. So I'll use this one for making sure that repeat cuts are accurate. So just like I put up like really quickly, screwed a piece of plywood here on this 2x4. This is the stop block. This is just so that I can clamp it on my vise, and I will just make a cut at the length that I need, and then I will hopefully that will act as my repeat cut. But I have to know what the length is, so let me assemble this thing. By the way, this is the first time I am again trying to assemble this after those panels had been glued up, so little bit like less marks to worry about. But I don't know if this will all go in fine. There could be a blob of glue somewhere that could hinder. I will come to know, and this is my chance to do the cleanup. Always have to use some clamps because there is like enough movement, like so that I tap one side, the other side pops out, and yeah, it's just getting difficult for me to have this aligned. That's okay, but this should go in because I had done the dry run. I don't think I mean, it's been a few days. I have not touched this project, but I don't think there would be suddenly so much variance that this won't go in. But I have to be a little bit calculated how I am clamping or hammer tapping, because if they are not aligned and I try to force those too much, something may give. So I'm just holding this so that they don't pop out. I'm not tightening it too much. Let me move this over to the sawhorse. I can also sense this giving me a tough time when the time comes for the final glue up. I have to be very methodical there. All right, definitely not easy, but we could do it. Now I should have done it the other way because that's the sorry, I should have done the other way because this is the back side. So this is where the other panel is going to be fitted, but this is the front side. So I've clamped it pretty tightly so I can take the measurement off of it. I mean, of course, I had taken the measurement earlier, which I should have it somewhere here. It's supposed to be 24/316, the back panel at least. The front, like in theory, in principle, should be the same, but we'll always take like fresh measurements. This is actually pretty close to this is like a 32nd over 24/316. I'll take it again. And in theory, this should be same as this one also. And I will be happy if that's the measurement. This is actually 24/4. Let's see again. And I can tighten this a little bit. Who knows, like something may be holding off. I'll take it again. I'm just trying to see like the most accurate measurement, but those tambour rails are going to be a 16th shorter. Yeah, 24/316. So I will keep it a 16th shorter. So 24 1/8. So I will try to cut one tambour rail as per that measurement. Let me see if I can move this around. And for repeatability, I want to use this, but also I want to get it right in the first attempt because ideally, because let me keep it this way, because I don't want to have too many curves here. I have to cut one side first. This is the starting piece. So what I can do, instead of like relying on like my tape measure, let me get the reality. So I will just align it there. So I will just register it here itself. And I can take it, eyeball like a 16th less than that. So instead of going flush, I go slightly less. So what I did was that, like, I had marked it here. I placed it on that and I transferred that mark to this piece, like the back piece of this one. So I will just now take my combination square. Now I'll check if that thing is accurate. I mean, I hope it is. So what I'm trying to do there is I will use that like as the so I put my saw kerf in there like here. The idea now is that hoping everything is right, I just register it here, rest this on that and I will let my saw float on that mark. Now hoping I got this exact measurement, I hope I have got it. So I will just take it here, and unfortunately it is tight. I want this hair loose because it like just fits. I don't want those tambour rails. So like I can't move this saw kerf like anymore. So I have, what are my options? I can shim. I can add a like a 16th, like a shim here. Is this 16th? Yeah, let me use my this ruler. I'll just use some double-sided tape on this one. That's the best I can do. That's my temporary makeshift. I just glued in my combination gauge blade as a temporary stopgap, and I am hoping that that's what will make this accurate. Now it's always a little bit difficult to saw like the thin strip, but I will. Now if this is shorter, then I am going to take it out and use this piece, which is like a 32nd over 16th. But I hope this works. I will settle for that. It's could I have got it slightly like less loose? Like I have like a little bit more play than I would need, but I guess it's better to have a little bit more play than. I will leave it at that. I'll make sure I find like all the strips. I try to see which side is the I have as the good side. So the first part I want to cut is one end of it. Now what I could do is like let me now just to test it out, because I use that stop block, these two, they are like the same size, exactly same size. That's what I am looking for. Four more. I hope like the amount of stock I have is enough. If not, then I will probably have to dimension one or two more pieces. Likely I won't have to, but I have this this guide to get the exact length if needed. I think when I did it, I may have calculated one or two extra, but I'm not super confident about that, so we'll see. As per the plan, Paul needed he needed like I believe 27 pieces, but then that depends on the length, variances and all. So I may have 28. I'll check. Did I get everything? Yeah. So how much do I have? Was I have exactly 27. Yeah. So I may need one more. We'll see. Or this may just suffice. So these are my cut to length tambour rails. So I still have to do some shaping on that one. So yeah, we'll come back to the